everyone. So today's question is basically we have to rotate a linked list. This is our given linked list and we have to rotate it by k places, which is 2 towards its right. Okay. So the first idea which came to my mind was to reverse the entire linked list and then reverse the first k elements of linked list and then reverse the length minus total length of linked list minus k of linked list, but that seems a bit unnecessary because we'll be calling reverse function again and again. Okay, so what we'll be doing is basically we have this linked list, so we'll try to make it into a circular linked list. So if this is our linked list, we'll be traversing from here, which is from 1 to 5, and as soon as we encounter null, we'll say, alright, now let's make a 5.21. So that's what we did. Okay, so now we have a circular linked list, and also when we will travel the linked list, we'll be counting the number of elements because we'll be needing that. Okay. Okay, so once we get a circular linked list, what we'll be doing is basically we'll be seeing, like, we'll be taking the total length minus k value, which is over here it will be 5 minus 2 3. So we'll go from 1 to 3 and we want this to point to null. We want this to point to null, and we want this 4 to become head, right? So it's easy. Number one, we want to make it circular. Then we'll go till the position, till the node which we want to keep as the head node, and we'll make it head node, and the node before that node will be turned to null, whose next will be null. So I think it's pretty clear at this point what we'll be doing. Let's try to code it. Okay, so we'll start, like, if my head is not there, if my head is equal to null pointer, I'll just return this head only because we don't have anything or anywhere to move. We just have one head node, so we'll return that. Alright, so next what we want is we want a node, a pointer node. So let's name it list node star. Let's call it last because that will end up being the last pointer. So this will be pointing to head. Okay, next I want to traverse the linked list using this last pointer because we are going till the end, and as soon as we encounter null, we'll say, okay, alright, now point to the head so that we can make a circle. So till the time we have last next, what we'll do is last equals to last next, and then my last next will be pointing to head. So we have made a circle. Okay. Alright, we'll keep we want length of linked list as well, so length and length of list, we'll just initialize it with 0 and we'll increment it, so it will be length list plus. Alright, so we have got the total length of our linked list, and we have made the linked list into a circle. Alright, next what we have to do is we want this 4 to become head, and we want this 3 to point to null. Okay, so if you'll see, to get till this point 3, we need the total length of our linked list, which is 5, minus k elements, which is 2, because it's at that position 3. So 5 minus 2 will be 3. We can make a loop from 0 to 5 minus 2, and we can loop through it, and as soon as the loop ends, we'll say, alright, now this will point to head, and the next node after 3, which is 4, will be our new head. Okay, let's try to do it. So for int I equals to 0, I should be less than length of list minus k I plus plus, and then my last element will be equal to last next. Okay. Next what we want to do is this last next should be equal to null pointer. Alright. Okay, before that, my last next, this last next, which is basically like, suppose this is my circle, I want this 4 to be a new head, so I can write like, I'll just copy this, control V, which is, let's name it new head equals to, let's just point it to head first, and then I'll say, okay, the new head will be equal to last pointer, and last next will be null pointer. And then we'll just return new head. Okay, I guess this should work. Yeah, I guess this should work. We can also take to encounter that this k should always be less than the value of length of the list. Like if it's more than length of list, we'll be suppose like if my k is equal to 7, then my k will become 2, because it's 7. So if I say it will go to right to 7, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and from here it will point to right. So how can we write this? We can say if my k is more than list length, or is it length list? Okay, length list, my k should be equal to, k percent length of list. Yeah, I guess this should work. I think I'll write it over here. So if my k, laptop hang. Okay, let's see if it works or not. No, the answer is wrong. Okay, I think this should be, we'll be taking it again and again, but the last reach to the null, it won't count. So I think we should take it from, no, something is wrong. So okay, so the error. Okay, so what we are doing is we are just saying new head will be equal to last, but our new head. Okay, as you can see here, this we are saying that. Okay, so we are saying that new head will be last, which is last is 3. So if 3 is new head and then we are pointing it towards null, so it will just give us the value 3, but we want 4 to be new head. Okay, so we'll say new head will be last next, which is basically like my new head will be the number after 3, which is 3 is next, and 3 is next will point to null. Okay, I guess this should work. Okay, then let's try to submit it now. Okay, so that's how we'll solve this question. Thank you.